Have you ever spent hours editing or warping something and thought, man, I'm purposelessly wasting my life away with really inefficient working methods? Well, I could be doing something I actually enjoy.
Well, don't worry, fam, I've got you covered.
The session controller is designed to dramatically increase your editing and warping speed, almost making you forget that Ableton has no tap to transients or even beat detective features. The Session Controller Unit has all editing features required for smooth and seamless warping or editing job within a single button push packed in the test and approved design. With one hand on the unit and the other on the mouse, the workflow is dramatically improved so you can spend more time doing what you really like. Have you ever wanted to mix more precisely with that sweet tactile feel without filling up your entire room with an enormous and expensive mixing desk? You then bought one of those MIDI devices that don't really do anything without being mapped or bank shifting tracks for ages until the desired one is reached, only to then have to do that painstakingly slow MIDI pickup or value matching?
Well, don't worry, fam, I've got you covered.
With an
all follows mouse approach.
The session controller features a focused channel controlling the entire session with endless encoders and an innovative touch strip, in addition to solo, mute and even arm controls. To supplement those basic functions, the session controller allows to unmute, unsolo and unarm all tracks for an increased workflow. Have you ever dreamed of having some sort of magical control that maps to any parameter, allowing precise tactile control over anything that is clicked?
Well, don't worry, fam, I've got you covered.
The second jog wheel does exactly that with an irreproachable
all follows mouse approach.
You just click on the desired parameter and it maps itself automatically. And because I know how lazy you are, you can even jump values to quicker reach the desired value because hey, time is money. To further improve your workflow, the session controller offers a complete cue system control that allows you to create, switch between, and delete cue points. As a bonus feature, a long push on the encoder brings up the window allowing to display and access all cue points. In addition, the session controller in his
all follows mouse approach
allows to control up to 4 cents of the selected track without moving the mouse. Have you ever wanted to create a cue mix for the artist or an auxiliary mix for parallel compression and reverb and had to painstakingly copy the exact same value over and over again, and that for every single track?
Well, don't worry, fam, I've got you covered.
The standard functions allow to send value from volume to cents, from cents to volume, and even in between cents. To massively increase your workflow, an entire session of tracks can even be selected with a multiple send function. The evolution from console to the DAW has seen the disappearing of the dim features. Rejoice, my friends! The session controller brought it back, and it is more powerful than it ever was before. As you can see, it's completely independent from the master output, allowing you to keep the final control over Ableton's output level. Instead of forcing the user to have a set unity gain, a dim, and an imposed mute, the session controller lets you choose all 3 levels. The session controller has even more to offer. To find out more, call Ableton and threaten to shower them with money if they ever produce this. Have you ever felt that EQing is a tiresome process that could be sped up a lot? Think back of all the hours spent in a dark room shifting your mouse around and trying to get that perfect kick sound that you never seem to reach.
Well, don't worry, fam, I've got you covered.
There's also an EQ module. Like the session controller, it has a revolutionary
all follows mouse approach.
You just click on the desired EQ device and the EQ module recognizes it and automatically assigns all parameters to its endless encoders. It is an 8-band EQ featuring frequency, gain, cue, shape, bypass, and mode for every single band, in addition to global bypass and an output gain. To halve the size, make it portable and cheaper, a switch toggles between band 1 to 4 and 5 to 8. But I hear you say, what about all of those third-party plugins providing analog sound, but sadly not that sweet knob tweaking and hands-on feeling? Or are you more of a digital surgical EQer that needs tactile precision and simultaneous multi-parameter access?
Well, don't worry, fam, I've got you covered.
The EQ module also maps his 52 controls to your favorite VST and Audio Unit plugins. And not only that, but like the session controller, it can jump to values customizable for every single parameter. Since you also compress, gate, expand, and even limit, a dynamic module supplements the EQ and session controller. It has 3 bands in 2 stages, or 6 bands depending on the plugin. Every single band of both stages offers ratio, input gain, attack, release, threshold, makeup gain, knee, and also 2 general crossovers and dry wet and bypass. It works in the same way as the EQ, featuring an
All follows mouse approach.
mapping all of its 52 discrete parameters to any selected device, also allowing user customizable value jumps on every single parameter. The EQ and compressor units both allow to set the sensitivity for each separate control, set a custom global sensitivity, and change the default jumping values for each parameter. The session controller, the EQ, and the compressor are each separate modules that can be arranged as desired for roughly the size of an A4 sheet. Don't waste half a room with an inefficient mixing desk when you can have all control at hand. In addition, more than 1 EQ or compressor unit can be bought to access more than 4 EQ bands or 3 compressor bands at once, or avoid having to switch between primary and secondary function. Currently, this modular controller is only a fully working prototype, as I submitted it as my bachelor thesis. I don't have any production contract with any manufacturer nor with Ableton, but to show them that people are interested and would buy this product, please go on YouTube and comment what unit you are interested in. I mean, it could be all of them, quite obviously. Also feel free to share the video to spread the word, as more people commenting means the units are more likely to be produced and available to buy.
All follows mouse approach.
Thanks for watching.